Say it again.
You act like a and be a
You hear him? Oh my God.
On October 2nd, a young guy named Lowell Guerin went over to his neighbor's house to politely ask them to move their truck. The truck was parked on the public street right outside his place, and he said he had a delivery coming that day. No big deal, right? Well, a couple hours later, the neighbor's brother, Christopher Krug, rolls up on Guerin while he's walking to the park, accusing him of making sexual gestures toward his wife earlier that morning. And while he's doing all this, he's brandishing a gun and yelling racial slurs over and over. Guerin freaks out and starts screaming for help, and that's when things took a wild turn.
Again, what you just said? Look at him, y'all. He pulled his gun out of me. I ain't threatening. What'd I say? What'd I say to threaten you?
You ain't thinking.
He ain't
You ain't
like. Help! Help! He got a arm on me. Help! Help! What'd I say to threaten you? Help! He got a gun on me. Help! Help! I ain't threatening. You feel me? I didn't threaten anything, ma'am. He hopped out his truck and got to talking to me because I told him earlier his brother to move his truck from in front of my house. I said, I have to explain to you why I want your truck from in front of my house.
You don't need a gun.
Ma'am, should I have to explain to him why I want his truck from in front of my house? He's talking about his public property. Man, you better get your ass on. I ain't threatening. You putting your gun out on me and Kenny just called me a and Say what you said again. Say what you said. Say it again.
You got two.
Say the word you said again.
My face after
Say the word you said again. Say it again.
Dash cam after
say it again. What you just say?
You call me a
Oh, dash cam. I'm walking, bro, going to the park. I told your brother to move his truck from in front of my house. I shouldn't have to explain.
Public property.
Ma'am.
The road
Ma'am, should I have to explain it why I want his truck moving in front of my house?
No.
My point exactly.
The roads are public.
But, hey, I had some stuff coming.
Okay.
That's what she don't get. I had some stuff coming.
I get it.
You don't understand. I had shit coming.
I get it.
She want to tell me about some shit. You feel me? Going on with all that shit, man. And then you walking up on me with a where you gonna go? You calling me this shit.
I only
Come on, man. Come on, say it again. Up there, you say it again. Say it again. I bet you won't say it again. Say it again.
You act like a and be a
You hear him? Oh my God.
Like
you hear
just like you're
this man?
Like that.
Huh? I'm going to the park,
I
man.
wasn't here, but that was on call.
Hey, then you hear him? You hear him, ma'am? Hey, I will have you out of here. Hey, ma'am,
Come on now.
ma'am. Right, she got mixed kids, and you sitting there calling me a huh? I'm a that's what I am.
You call down there.
Man, I walked down there and told you, hey, look, listen to
Take
him.
it down for a minute. You
Listen
got
to
my
him.
brother down
I
there
ain't getting
when
his
I was sleeping.
Oh, my mama ain't getting on my
You
dead mama
parked on
grave.
the
I
street.
came down here and told him, can you move? Because he in front of my mailbox. I got coming. I had something coming, ma'am. You can't park in front of, if I told you to move, I don't have to explain. That's just like me coming to hang in front of your house. What you gonna say? Can you move him in front of my house, ain't you?
Yeah,
Is you gonna let me hang in front of your house?
No.
Yeah,
My
but
point is
that's
exactly.
not how it
Man,
happened,
like I
though.
said.
That's not how it
Like I
happened.
said.
That's not
Now
how
you
First off, can we all agree there's never a reason to pull a gun on someone unless you're in actual danger? Not to mention yelling racial slurs on top of that. This dude looked absolutely unhinged. I mean, getting into arguments with your neighbors is totally normal, but when you pull out a gun like that, you're basically escalating the situation from 0 to 100. Now, according to Krug, the reason he was so mad was because of how Guerin supposedly talked to his wife when he came over to ask them to move their truck. But since that first interaction wasn't caught on camera, there's no way to confirm whether Guerin said anything rude or not. Guerin denies it, and during his TV interview, you can even hear him regretting that he tried to be civil with him, not realizing it would blow up in his face later.
With a man holding a gun.
Something told me to turn around. I just see this guy getting out of the car with his firearm coming towards me. So I'm screaming, help, help. I said something to her at 7 a.m. You waited to confront me at 3 p.m., which you said I threatened you. But if I threaten you, why not call the police? Because if somebody threatened my life, I'm going to call the police. I even told my girlfriend, like, if I knew all this was going to unfold, I wouldn't have never even asked them politely to move the truck.
But pulling up with a gun and yelling racial slurs, That's a terrible look for Krug. But it actually gets worse. When the cops showed up, Garen started getting even more upset, especially after they told him he'd be getting a citation for how he supposedly spoke to Krug's wife. She accused him of talking inappropriately to her and even claimed he spit in Krug's face during the confrontation, but there's zero evidence that ever happened. Still, the cops believed her and decided to arrest him. So again, they arrested the guy who had a gun pulled on him and was literally screaming for help because he didn't want to get killed for being, quote, too loud. How insane is that? The Fond du Lac County Police really need to do better, because how do you arrest the victim of a crime? When the police questioned Krug about the incident, he first denied even having a gun or arguing with Garen about the parked vehicle. According to the police report, Krug was being vague and kind of jumping around with his story. The responding officer also noted a strong odor of intoxicants coming from Krug, saying that his speech seemed slurred and his eyes were bloodshot. When the officer asked where his gun was, Krug said he didn't remember and refused to let them look around. He was then arrested too, and during the search, officers found a vape pen in his pocket that later tested positive for THC. So basically, both of them got arrested. After Garen posted the video of the incident on TikTok, it went viral and caught the attention of Tizzy, who made a video calling out both Krug for being a horrible person and the Fond du Lac Police Department for arresting Garen even though he was the victim. Apparently, that didn't sit well with the Fond du Lac Chief of Police, who later released this statement saying, "Over the past 24 hours, a video has been widely shared across social media platforms involving a confrontation between two individuals. The video shows two men yelling, and at one point, a white male is seen holding a holstered gun. It also captures a racist remark made during the exchange. First and foremost, let me be very clear. The Fond du Lac Police Department does not condone the behavior or language displayed by either individual. The conduct in that video does not reflect the values of our community, nor does it represent who we are or what we stand for as a city. Unfortunately, the edited version of the incident now circulating is incomplete and accompanied by misleading narration from a social media influencer who was not present during the event. This narrator has provided commentary that is not factual and has contributed to a distorted understanding of what actually took place. We are deeply concerned that some individuals are forming conclusions based solely on this edited video. For example, it has been widely shared that only the black male was arrested. That is simply not true. At the time of the reported incident, the white male was also arrested and booked into the Fond du Lac County Jail on multiple serious criminal charges. All parties involved are being held accountable in accordance with the law. However, Garen had a completely different story to tell. While the cops claimed that Krug was facing multiple charges, the prosecutor handling the case told Garen that Krug was only charged with disorderly conduct, the exact same thing Garen was charged with.
Been lying the whole time. They been lying, talking about the man got locked up for this, harassment, hate crime, and this and that. I just leave the court building. The DA say motherfucker ain't get locked up for nothing but a disorderly. So now I'm back on my way to the station, because I tried to file charges or additional charges. The police wouldn't even let me file additional charges. He sent me back to the clerk building.
Let's be real. This case is dirty. The cops are clearly trying to cover it up. They refused to let the victim file more charges even though a gun was pulled on him while he was just walking to the park. He was terrified for his life, and somehow he's the one being treated like the aggressor. Anyway, according to the latest reports, Krug was eventually charged with disorderly conduct while in possession of a dangerous weapon and possession of THC. Both Garen and Krug are scheduled to make their initial court appearances on November 4. Obviously, the Fond du Lac Police Department has been facing a lot of heat in the Facebook comments, so they've decided to disable commenting altogether, a move that, unsurprisingly, feels like yet another attempt to sweep things under the rug, as police departments so often do. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.